So good evening, good evening. We are back again. Plenty of stuff to talk about, especially when it comes to Liverpool. Their fans are in absolute turmoil right now. Slot in, slot out, shake it all about. Slot out is trending worldwide on Tinternet. Make sure you are smashing the like button up. Make sure you are subbing to this channel as well. And I will be live a little bit later on this evening as well for Real Betis versus Atletico de Madrid. Should be a good game, that. A very good game. I always look forward to watching Betis play. And Atletico, oh dear, you need to fix up as well. But I think it's 5th versus 6th or 4th versus 5th, something like that. No, it's 5th versus 6th, I believe. But either way, should be a good game. That kicks off at 8 p.m. UK time. I'll also be live at 6 p.m. UK time with Kenny, Jez, Matty, and DJ B on the main channel, Lee Gunner. So make sure you sub to that. If by some reason you haven't, some miracle has happened that you forgot to subscribe, make sure you sub to that. But, oh dear, Liverpool. What's happened this season, guys? What has actually happened this season? Because they're in free fall at the minute. And it's not looking good, is it? And their next 4 games, wow. They've already lost 5 in a row, 4 in the league. And this, for me, like, this tells me how poor this league is, by the way. That Liverpool have lost 4 league games in a row. And they're 7th. And they're only 3 points off a second, 7 off of top. Obviously, Arsenal are top. Man United are above them. And they've only just managed to string 3 straight wins together. It's unbelievable. Newly promoted Sunderland are 2 ahead of them. Tottenham are 2 ahead of them. Bournemouth 3 ahead. They've only won 2 of their last 5 games, Bournemouth. They've drawn 3 out of them 5. Tottenham have only won 2 out of 5. Drawn 2, lost 1, won 2. They're above them. All of a sudden, it looks like there's a gap between Arsenal and the rest, really. I know it's only 4 points, but Arsenal just needs to keep on winning. And I'd love nothing more than to see my club finally get over the line. Will it happen? Who knows? We'll find out in May, I suppose. But as for Liverpool, they've got a whole heap of issues at that football club. The biggest one for me is the manager right now. Because I say this repeatedly. When you look at the team at the top, my team, Arsenal, yeah, we're not playing fantastic, scintillating, scary, dangerous, all singing, all dancing, tiki-taka, tippity-tip-top Arteta ball. But we're finding a way. And Liverpool used to find a way. Last season, they found the way. This season, they're not finding that way. They're way off finding a way. There's so many players in that team that are not doing their job properly. Yeah, and this is why it comes back to the manager. Because when you look at Arsenal, for example, Saka didn't play well at the weekend. I thought he was awful. Yeah, I thought Saliba was awful. He got off at half time. Apparently he's injured. Okay, cool, but still weren't good, was he? Yeah, Eze weren't brilliant. Scored a cracking goal. So there's 3 players that weren't the greatest. They weren't playing well. But the other 8 is why we won the game. In fact, take the goalkeeper, right? He didn't even have to have a save to make, by the way. So we're forgetting. So the other 7. When you look at Liverpool, can anybody name me 4 players that are playing well? Because I genuinely can't. I'd say Szoboszlai, and the bar is low, by the way. Szoboszlai is probably Liverpool's best player this season. In fact, him and Gravenberch. And I know Gravenberch ain't played recently because he's injured, I think. But yeah, they're probably the only 2 that have played all right this season. The goalkeeper's sus. I told everyone. They should have kept Kelleher. He's not a great goalkeeper. Yeah, the quicker you get Alisson back in goal, the quicker you'll stop shipping so many goals, I think. Van Dijk's fallen off a cliff this season. Yeah, he looks absolutely finished. Yeah, Konate, I think he's improved over the last couple of weeks, but again, not to the level required. Yeah, whoever you played at right back just ain't it. Yeah, whether that be Frimpong, who's just not even a right back, he's a right winger. Bradley, mad overrated because he come through the academy. This happens at every club, by the way. Oh, he gets it. He loves the club. Okay, yeah, he probably does love the club. Cool. How's that helping you win the title this season? It ain't. Okay, cool. Left back, Kirkes has been awful. Absolutely awful. And I know he scored the other day, whatever. His performances have been absolutely nothing short of crap. Midfield, McAllister when he's played. And everyone that watches this channel on a regular basis knows I rate McAllister very highly. I actually personally think he's your best player. This season he ain't. He's been one of your worst. I mean, there's been a lot of players that are bad. He's been the worst. Well, one of the worst, I'll rephrase it. One of the worst. So whilst like I've just said, I think he's been your best player this season. Yeah, then you've got Curtis Jones. He's been all right. Nothing amazing. He's been decent-ish in spells. Mohamed Salah. Not for me, mate. That guy's a massive problem to you lot this season. And if your manager's got any balls, then he needs to drop Salah immediately. Yeah, because you ain't going nowhere with that guy this season. Not right now, anyway. Maybe after Christmas, maybe 10 games time, 5 games time. Cool. Bring him on a sub here and there. Blah, blah, blah. That guy cannot be starting football matches for you lot. I swear to God. That guy starts football matches. And if he starts the next 4 games, good luck. I know he scored a cracking goal at the weekend, but let's just deep it here, yeah? This guy is not it. Yeah. It's cool he scored loads of goals and this and that for you lot. Fantastic. Well done. But this season, sorry, mate, it's not the same Salah. Then you got Florian Wirtz. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. 100 odd million quid. And listen, the price tag's not his fault. Let's just be real with it. He didn't agree the fee. The clubs did. It's not his fault. However, you've come in, you've got number 7 on your back. You're the main focal point in midfield now. And the guy can't string 2 past or a sideways 5-yard pass to his teammate. He looks well off the pace. And it's not just him. Like I said, most of them look off the pace. Yeah, and if we go to the starting 11, the starting 11 I'm reading from now. Yeah, at the weekend. Mardmashvili, Bradley, Kanate, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Jones, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Salah, Gakpo. Let's go Gakpo. Again, runs around a lot. He is the left wing version of Martin Odegaard. Always running around, looking like he's busy. Now, when you go into work or the boss turns up at work and you're working in an office, there's always that one person in the office that's opening the filing cabinet, they're shuffling paper, typing on their computer, making out they're busy because the big boss has turned up. That's Gakpo. Not good enough. Not good enough, people. Ekatike. I actually quite like Ekatike. And I'm shocked that he ain't started as many games as I expected him to. But again, the way Liverpool are playing, he's got to be mad clinical. Because he's going out on the left, he's up front, then next week he's back on the left, then he's here, then he's floating around in that little left wing position. It's like, bro, just get the ball in the box, he'll score. But it ain't happening. Way too many touches, way too many misplaced passes. Yeah. And this is why Liverpool have fallen off a cliff. Out of that entire 11 that started against Brentford at the weekend, leave it in the comments section. How many of them played well? For me, Szoboszlai. That's about it. Ekatike run around a lot without really getting a great deal of service. And that's about it. The rest of them were trash. Kanate, people to say Kanate, mate, you conceded 3 goals. It's actually embarrassing. Then the bench, Joe Gomez. Like I said, Joe Gomez is not a bad footballer. But again, he's now coming into a midfield that's already disjointed. McAllister coming off the bench. That tells you how far he's slipped this season, the fact he's holding bench. Chiesa should be starting games. Robbo should have left in the summer. Rio coming off the bench. Throwing him into the Lions. Endo. Probably do better than some of these players in midfield right now, by the way. Freddie Woodman. I have no idea who that is. Trey Onyoni. I don't know who that is. And Kieran Morrison. I have no idea who that is. I'm assuming that these 3 players are all academy players. You are getting absolutely run ragged by Brentford. Brentford. Just deep that. Brentford. It's actually crazy. And this is the thing, when you've got so many players that are off the boil, you're going to lose. Doesn't matter who you play against. It could be Olympiakos, it could be Partick Thistle, the Dog and Duck. You are going to lose. If you've got 8, 9 players every week off form, you're losing. It's a madness. When you played Man United, again, so many players off form. So many players off form. Isak, another one. What's he done since he's got there? And I know he's been in and out of the team, and people say, well, he never had a pre-season. Nobody cares. It's not about having a pre-season, is it? There's other players that haven't had pre-seasons that have slotted into a team, and played well. Why is it different for him? Oh, but it's different at every club. Okay, cool. The manager needs to fix up because he's going to get himself sacked real quick, by the way. Yeah. And people will sit there and there'll be a lot of football fans, there'll be a lot of pundits and this and that are raising an eyebrow and say, well, it's a bit harsh. He's won a league title. Yeah, that's cool. He's won a league title. Fantastic. And I'm always a believer that a manager comes in, they get 2 years to win a trophy. So if they win a trophy, they get another 2 years. However, different standards at different clubs, fan bases. Liverpool's next 4 games are crazy. Literally crazy. Yeah, they have got Crystal Palace in the cup at Anfield. Well, that ain't easy. We've just seen Arsenal play against them and do them on a set piece. Shock. We have just seen Man City lose to Aston Villa. Well, that's the next Premier League game for Liverpool at Anfield. We've just seen Real Madrid beat Barcelona in the Clasico at the weekend. Well, that's that's Liverpool's next Champions League game, Tuesday the 4th. So 8 days from now. So next 8 days, they could be out the cup. They could be even further behind in the league. And they could be getting pammed by Real Madrid. Then after that, Man City away. It doesn't rain, it pours for Liverpool. Now, they've lost 5 straight games. No, they ain't. I'm lying. I'm lying. They've lost 4 straight league games. My bad. 4 straight league games. Yep, 4 straight league games. Sorry, my bad. And it could genuinely be 8. Palace, City, Forest. West Ham might have a new manager by the end of November. And the way Liverpool are playing now. Then they've got Sunderland. It's not looking good for Liverpool, man. Yeah, and let me ask you this to Liverpool fans and just anyone who's watching. If they sack him, do you think it'd be harsh? Do you want him sacked if you are a Liverpool fan? Are you blaming the players? Because, listen, the players need to do a hell of a lot more, by the way. Yeah, some of these players have been an absolute shambles this season. Yeah, absolute disgrace. Salah, shambles. McAllister, shambles. Van Dijk, shambles. Kanate, shambles. Kirkes, major shambles. Yeah, it's not good enough. Gakpo's hit and miss. Big cock up selling Diaz. Big cock up getting rid of Harvey Elliott, by the way. Yeah, I don't think people realise how good a player Harvey Elliott is. But again, lose to Villa, then lose to City. All of a sudden, that's 6 straight losses in the Prem. Wow. Nottingham Forest after that. Wow. Sean Dyche FC. The one thing I'll say is a lot of these games that you've got coming up, 5 of your next 6 games are at Anfield. Palace in the Cup, Villa, Madrid, Liverpool against Forest, and then PSV. So you've only got Man City in there. That's an away game. So basically, most of November, you've got home games. And obviously, you've got West Ham right at the end of the month. That's an away game. So listen, there is time to turn it around. Is it panic stations yet? Because Arsenal look like they're going to score a set piece every game. However, we ain't got much from open play. But let me know. Leave it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a weird one because you could spiral into freefall very quickly. And he looks lost. He looks out of ideas. He's snapping a little bit in press conferences. The players look lost. You can always tell when the eyes guys, they never lie. Yeah, Van Dijk's eyes are gone. Salah don't want to be on that pitch. Yeah, so let me know, man. He needs to fix that up real quick, or he's getting potted, I think. And I think Liverpool will sack him. They'll probably go and hire Glasner after that, and he'll boost them up the table again, I suppose. But leave it in the comment section. I will be back later with the podcast on the main channel, and then I'll be back on here in about 2.5, 3 hours for the Betis Atleti game. I'll probably have a video dropping after that about Man United or Man City. I don't know which one yet. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that as well. Probably Man United, and then we'll talk about City tomorrow maybe. But yeah, listen, bless up to everyone who's showing love to the channel. Always lit. Smack the likes up. If there is the hype option on here, press the hype button. So where the like is, scroll across afterwards. It might say hype. Not everyone's got it, but yeah, if you have it on your phone, then or PC or whatever you're watching on, then press the hype button. Bosh, we're out.